Philip Bettis from philipbettislaw.com, and today I wanted to take a minute to talk to you a little bit about what an indictment is. I think a lot of us have heard that on TV and in the news, and it's a term that's thrown around a lot in the media and in the newspaper, and I think it's kind of an intimidating term to a lot of people. I think a lot of people maybe think it's only associated with larger cases or high-profile cases or something like that. But indictments are actually pretty common in the criminal world, very common. But essentially, in every felony case, the case has to go in front of a grand jury for indictment in order to proceed forward to trial. It's part of the process, the due process of a criminal case. And what it involves is essentially the case goes in front of a panel. It's usually 14 people. It's 12 grand jurors and 2 alternates. And they basically hear some evidence that the prosecutor presents them about your case. It can be in the form of testimony from witnesses or a summary from the prosecutor or photographs. But they present some evidence to these grand jurors. It's done by the DA's office. And the grand jury then, in secret, votes on whether or not there's probable cause that an offense was committed. If they do believe that there is probable cause, it's called a true bill, and they stamp true bill on it, which means it's an indictment, and the case then proceeds through the district court with that charging instrument as the formal instrument used to prosecute you. If none of them don't vote in favor of indictment, then the case is essentially no-billed. A no-bill means that the case basically goes away unless the DA obtains some new evidence and decides to represent it to the grand jury, and they eventually vote to indict. But that's basically it. I think most people don't realize that they do this in every single felony case. And they don't always true bill everything, but I will say it's pretty common that most things that go through the grand jury process do get indicted. And it's as you can understand, with the volume of cases that they're dealing with, it's kind of it's just a part of the process to go through this procedure and vote on these cases. But it's still part of your due process constitutional rights to have this done. It's not something you have to request. It's something that you can waive if you decide to do a plea bargain before that process happens. But every single case, every felony case, not in misdemeanors, they don't do this on misdemeanors, every felony case has to get indicted. Well, there you have it, a little bit of information about what an indictment is. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me at my website at philipbettislaw.com.